What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today's going to be my week in review, guys, and I'm going to combine my prediction video here, too. I apologize I didn't get a prediction video out for the Michigan State and Michigan games that were yesterday. I will talk about those as well as we go along. But first off, I'm going to talk about the political debate. I believe that was Monday night, Monday or Tuesday night, right around there. Can't remember which night it was, but what a bitch fest that was. It started out good, and then it just kind of went to hell 15 minutes into it. I think it was like 15 minutes. Maybe it could have been a half an hour. It doesn't really matter. But that turned into one big bitch fest, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't stand it anymore, guys. I had to turn it. If two candidates are going to be up there out of 300, like one Facebook post said, out of 300 plus million people, we've came down to these two as our presidential candidates. And that's the truth. You have one real estate conglomerate, and the other is a lifetime political advocate that deletes emails, and the other one just doesn't seem to want to pay his taxes. Must be so. But according to what I'm hearing. But anyway, kind of getting off that. It's when there's no real debate on anything, it's just back and forth bantering, and there's no real. You want to hear what they have to say. Now, granted, what they have to say is total horseshit, because once they go in there, they're going to do their own political agenda and may not even do what they're even going to say. I'm calling out Donald Trump to actually tell him, hey, veto NAFTA. I want to see it. And I want Clinton to get jobs in here. But I know either one is not going to do that. I know that for a fact, because they're going to do their own political agenda, whatever it is, and it's just to get the people to get their votes. That's all it is. I highly doubt Trump will veto NAFTA, and if he does, I will be surprised. Let's say that. I will be surprised. I don't even know how he's even going to get jobs back. He's never really said how he's going to do that. Although 15 minutes in, I turned the channel, because I didn't want to hear the bitching between both of them. But anyway, that's my political spiel. The debate was just bad. Blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. If you guys cannot debate, then don't even show up. That's my I guess that's the overall theme of that. So anyway, I'm going on to Michigan State now. Michigan State played Indiana today. They lost 24-21. I only watched a little bit of it, guys. I was in between the Detroit Tigers and them, and then I switched it over to Toronto and Boston, which Boston lost to Toronto, so Detroit is 1.5 games behind right now. Detroit's got some work to do, guys. Their backs are against the wall. Like I said, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. If they do win tomorrow, they're likely going to have to play. I think it's Cleveland for the last game to see how they fare. Now, if Baltimore or if Toronto loses. Excuse me. Kind of got some congestion going on here. I'm not quite over my cold yet, but if both of those teams win, then there's no reason to play Monday for the Tigers. Even if they lose, there's no reason to play Monday. So win and you have a chance, lose and you're done. Let's put it that way. Lose and you're done. I think, and I'll go in on my spiel on my Detroit Tigers 2016 wrap-up. I got some things I want to say, and I'm kind of say some things on how I feel too. But like any of the Tigers organization is even going to watch it, so I'm probably just going to bitch at this camera, and everyone's going to say, "Oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong." But yeah, I was bantering back and forth between that game. It looked like Michigan State was kind of lethargic. They obviously didn't show up against Wisconsin last week, and this week they didn't seem to really. I kind of get the feeling that Michigan State football team kind of thinks they're just going to go in there, waltz in, and win. That's kind of how I look at it. Well, Indiana's a team that hangs around and can win football games as they did last night. So Michigan State's 0-2 in the conference. So they better get that mentality out of their head if that's how they feel. I don't know. I don't want to say the wheels are coming off in East Lansing, but I suspect there's some concern in that organization, or in that football organization. So we'll have to see how the rest of the season plays out for Michigan State. As for Michigan and Wisconsin, great football game. That was one of the better football games I've seen this year. I didn't watch any other football game but that. I tried to watch a little bit of Florida State because Florida State's a team I try to follow, but they don't always get on up here in the Midwest. I don't even know if Florida State even won today. Like I said, I try to watch them, but I don't follow them like I should. I did want to go to Florida State as a kid when I was a senior in high school, but I never got around to getting the admission papers down there and all that. But yeah, for Michigan, excuse me, that was a great football game. Great football game. That one-on-one coverage down there for Michigan to take the lead was really good. And that interception that Lewis had, I never seen anything like that. In the post-game comments, he said he kind of jumped too early for the ball, so he just kind of did what he could, and he happened to get the ball there. So I would have just knocked it away because it would have been turnover on downs right at the 7-yard line or something like that of Wisconsin. So anyway, a win's a win for Michigan. We'll have to see how they do against Ohio State and Michigan State. So that's if Michigan State the wheels don't come off. But very good game by Michigan. Very good game. The Lions today, who knows which team's going to show up in this game. Is it going to be the team that played in Ramble, or is it going to be the team that played in Indianapolis? I don't think it'll be a shootout. I think Jay Cutler's, to me, guys, and all throughout Jay Cutler's career, I think the man just doesn't give a shit. Really, he doesn't give a shit. He tries, but when things go wrong, he's like, oh, okay, we'll go right back out there and do it again next time. He doesn't give a shit. And I'm hearing that, excuse me, that a couple of people there in Chicago are kind of wanting Fox's head, John Fox's head. So I think that's who the coach is. Excuse me, I'm not quite over my cold yet, like I said. But yeah, if Detroit doesn't win today, guys, I don't know what this team's going to be. We very well could be 5-11. I'm sure Man Beast Morris, Dante, the Ace Taker, Hitman 313, Hammer Down 48, all those other Detroit Lions guys, they know football probably much better than I do. It's just one man's opinion, but if Detroit goes in there and they lay an egg in Soldier Field today, I don't know if Caldwell's definitely going to be on the hot seat. I don't know if he's going to be fired, but he's definitely going to be on the hot seat. I bet Martha's going to say, look, you better turn this shit around, Jim, or else you're going to be gone. So I'm sure he's on. If he's not already on the hot seat, he'll be more on the hot seat. So, but there's no reason for this team to be 1-2 right now. They should be 2-1 or 3-0, really. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them 2-1 because Lambeau is a hard place to play at. So, and there's the one person who I talked to on YouTube about. He goes, well, your identity is to lose. You're always going to lose. The Lions always do this crap to put them in the position that they are. Well, okay, I understand that. We do put ourselves in this position, but we got to have the coaching discipline to tell the players not to do that. That's all it is. And we've been through how many coaches now since I've been watching the team in the mid-80s? Mid to late 80s for me? I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. That's just my own personal opinion. The gentleman has his own personal opinion as well. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry if you're watching this video. But yeah, we just differ on a couple of things here, and that's fine, and that's perfectly fine. It's just we had different senses of opinions. He's a Green Bay fan. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. So, but anyway, kind of get off that. I think Detroit wins actually today, or I hope they win today. They should win today. Chicago's really not all that great. On paper, the Lions should whoop their ass, but we'll see which Lions team comes today. I mean, Stafford still needs to chew ass when he needs to chew ass. I like his demeanor. I like his leadership. It's just, is it going to sink in with the guys? Or are they just going to say, fuck you, Stafford, I'll do my own thing, kind of deal. But I do think this team is better without Calvin Johnson. I will say that. I think the team is better without Calvin Johnson, and that's a big thing to say because Calvin Johnson was considered one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Well, now that he's gone, the Detroit Lions seem to, even though we're 1-2, just looking at the team, they seem to be much better. But man, that secondary and that linebacker core is just horrendous. Whew. Bad. Well, there's not really much else to go, guys, on my weekend ramble, guys. I just kind of want to talk about the sports stuff. I was going to do some news stuff, but I really couldn't find anything of noteworthy. Oh, there is one thing. Jalen Rose on Twitter, he said something about the Flint water crisis and how it was horrible and all that sort of thing. And I kind of tweeted him back, and I haven't heard back from him, or probably will I. But I said, look, instead of bitching about it on Twitter, why don't you get with the people who that you need to get with and try to resolve the situation? Or try to do a compromise. I haven't seen that from any athlete. Let it be Colin Kaepernick. I can't remember who the lady was that knelt during the national anthem that started the whole protest. Even the people that are putting their fists up, which is totally fine by me. You want to protest? That's fine. But I do have a problem with you sitting down. Do not sit down for the national anthem. That's total disrespect. It doesn't even mean what you think it means. So I just have a problem with them sitting down. That's my whole thing. But anyway, I don't know. I'm done, guys. It's going on 9 o'clock. I haven't even had a cup of coffee yet. I just got out of the shower, put this on, and we're going on 12 minutes. I apologize for kind of rambling on here, but Michigan State probably needs to get their head out of their ass. Michigan is doing well. I don't know how well they're going to be. Do I think they're 4th team in the nation? I don't know. Probably not, because number 4 team in the nation, you should probably have ran over Wisconsin. The Lions need to get their head out of their ass, and the Tigers, it's a either win and go home situation for them. So anyway, guys, do a comment down below. What do you guys think of anything that I've said? I always try to. I probably won't get to your comment right away to reply, but I will reply back to you. So go ahead and put a comment down below and do a like, subscribe while you're at it. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces.